Hi everybody, and welcome to Ballet and Identity. This is a series about crafting your identity through the principles of classical ballet. So let's talk a little bit about why we're doing this and why it would apply to someone like you, or what it really even has to do with the world of today. We all want to be and express something great, something of value, something beautiful. That something comes from the place of knowing who we are and what our qualities are. That something is identity. Many of us weren't born with this knowledge, nor was it fostered in our family or schools. The reason is mainly that this information is not well known or widely accessible. When we do discover this information, we can craft our identity, which is where everything we want comes from. This series is about the principles that help us to build a strong, healthy identity. Qualities that are acquired through a connection between the body and mind, and which in turn connect our body and mind into one beautiful working unit. All this is done through a system of order known as classical ballet. Having an identity is the difference between a life and a broken life. Identity is comprised of core qualities. Throughout the series, we're going to talk about these essential qualities that classical ballet can bring into your life. And where there's a will, there's definitely a way. Anyone, anywhere, at any stage of your life can embrace these principles and adapt them to your own unique needs and individual situation. Let's talk about order now. We all strive for order in every aspect of our lives. It is through order that we connect, grow, create, and evolve. When we're in chaos, we're disconnected, destructive, lost, distressed, and ultimately scared. Order gives us clarity, meaning, connection, and peace. This invaluable state of being that we all seek is inherent within the system of classical ballet. Primarily, we'll be focusing on ballet through a well-known system rooted in the Russian culture, but its influence is worldwide. And we're going to start right here in the US with someone who's experienced firsthand the powerful influence of this tremendous instrument. Misty Copeland is a household name by now, making the crossover from the world of ballet into the mainstream culture and serving as a symbol of turning the impossible into possible, as is heralded by her Olympian image on the 2015 cover of Time. Here's Misty's account of what ballet has done for her. This is really a compilation of her autobiography, her memoir book, various television interviews that she's done, and her documentary film. So here's what Misty says. She says, "I started to develop ways of critically thinking about things, which I never had to do before, using parts of my brain and my body that I hadn't used before. Ballet feeds us in a way that nothing else does. So even if you don't go on to become a professional, what it gives you are communication skills, understanding of who you are as a person, cognitive skills, all these things that make you a better person. And so many dancers go on to become everything from lawyers to doctors and so on. For me," Misty says, "it became a saving grace. It was an escape from my life, and it became this very disciplined, beautiful thing that I was never introduced to as a child. Once I got a taste of it, I was like, there's no way that I'm letting this go. It felt so vital for me to continue to grow as a human being. I feel like the art form of ballet filled in years of gap where I feel like I wasn't maturing. It's made me the woman I am today, the person, everything. To be as empathetic as I am, as sympathetic, to be as strong, to be as intelligent, to be as open, to be as loving and caring. I don't think I could have become all of those things without classical ballet." Misty goes on to say, "My first model for movement was a gymnast, winning Olympic gold medals for her strength and elegance on the balance beam and parallel bars. From the start, I was drawn to the floor exercises. It was the closest thing to classical movement that I'd ever seen. The floor routines, they just transfixed me. I tapped into the power of movement and felt its meditative grace. In it, I'd found an escape. I discovered dance, its true role, my sanctuary. Whenever I danced, whenever I created, my mind was clear. My worries would dissolve with the dance. Ballet gave my life grace and structure, a stark contrast to my life outside, which was spinning out of control. I was grateful to hide from the chaos inside ballet, where there were rules and life was dignified, beautiful.